No, I didn't get that on recording. I was checking to see if my mic was working because it didn't work last time. Okay, we're going to take a look at intercepts, x and y intercepts. I'll show you the two definitions and then I'll show you with a graph because it's easier if you see a graph. First off, the x-intercept. It is the value of x at the point where a line crosses the x-axis. And the y-intercept, same thing except we're talking about y. The value of y at the point where a line crosses the y-axis. Now let me draw you a little picture here. Let's see here. We'll get a pen. We'll use blue. I feel like using blue. I think I picked blue. I picked blue. There we go. Alright, so we have blue, I think. Alright, so here's my graph. Whoop. Here's my y-axis. Here's my x-axis. Whoop. And let's draw a line here. We'll use the line tool. It'll look pretty if I do that. So let's see here. Ooh, can I get it without messing this up? Ooh, I did. Alright, here's my line right here. We're going to make a line. Ooh, we'll go like that. Alright, so there's my line on my coordinate system. And if I wanted to find the x-axis, or the x-axis, the x-intercept, I would find the point right there where the line crosses the y-intercept. So that would be my, or where the line crosses the x-axis. So this is my x-intercept. And if I want to find my y-intercept, it's right there where the line crosses the y-axis. So this is the y-intercept. So pretty easy. We're just looking for numbers where the line crosses either the x-axis or the y-axis. Alright, let's go to the next page here where we see some examples. In this particular problem, I have a graph. I want to know the x-intercept. Well, the x-intercept is right there. It's 4. Let's check here. Is this going to work? Nope. Okay. And the y-intercept is 5 right there. And maybe if I get my pointer it'll work. There we go. The x-intercept is 4 and the y-intercept is 5. Make sure whenever you are telling me what your answer is that you write out x-intercept, or if you're being lazy I'll let you write this x-int. You can write that too, equals 4. Same thing for the y-intercept, but do not do this. Do not just write x equals 4. That is no good. Alright, let's take a look at another one here. Next page, please. Alright. The y-intercept, I'm going to start with that one first. This is my y-axis, so this is my y-intercept is 1. And my x-intercept is -1. Let's check to make sure that's right. X-intercept, -1. Y-intercept, come on. Come on, little box. There you go. Is +1, just like we thought it would be. Reset that. Next problem. The x-intercept, we'll do this one first. Well, that looks like it's right at 2. Y-intercept looks like it's at -3. Check our answers. 2. I guess I could just move it off there if it's not going to work, right? -3 for my y-intercept. So it looks like we got the right answers. Alright, now it's not always going to be that simple. We're not always going to just have a graph and be able to look at it. Sometimes we are going to come across an equation for a line, and we won't have the graph, but we want to find the intercept. So we'll do that here in 1 second. Alright, so let's go back here and look at this last graph, and it's going to help us to find the x and the y-intercept when we don't have a graph. So let's go back and look at it. And what I want to do here is write the ordered pair for the x-intercept. The ordered pair is 2, 0. And what I want you to notice is that when we're finding the x-intercept, the y-coordinate is going to be 0. It's always going to be 0 because it's going to be where the line crosses the x-axis. So y has to be 0. So if we go back to our other problem here, where we want to find the x and the y-intercept, to do my work for the x-intercept, what I'll do is I'll show that I'm doing my x-intercept work. I like to do it like that. And I'll plug in 0, because we know y has to be 0, 0 where the y is, and I'll write the rest of the equation just the way it looks right there. And if I solve for x, I have my x-intercept. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides. And that's going to give me 4 is equal to negative 2x. And then I'm going to divide by negative 2. And I'm going to get x is equal to negative 2. Alright, so I'm partially done. I still need my y-intercept. We'll do that work right here. Now let's go back to the graph for a second and take a look at the y-intercept. Alright, y-intercept right here. What's the ordered pair? Well, it's 0, negative 3. Notice that when I look at my y-intercept, the x-coordinate is 0. That always happens. So we can use that in order to find the y-intercept over in this problem. So I'm going to write y equals negative 2 times 0. I'm going to fill in 0 for x, minus 4 if I can squeeze it on there. That looks like it fit. And so I have y equals negative 2 times 0 is just 0, so it's gone. I just have negative 4 right there. Y-intercept, usually pretty easy. Alright, so those are my two intercepts. Now I'd write my answer just like this. It's hidden behind the box. X-intercept is equal to negative 2, and the y-intercept is equal to, whoops, negative 4. So that's how I'd write my final answer, right like that. Okay? So when you want the x-intercept, put 0 in for y. When you want the y-intercept, you put 0 in for x. Alright, let's do another problem here. Whoop. Alright, next one. We're doing the same thing. Do the x-intercept first. So that means I'm putting a 0 in for the y and solving for x here. There we go. Alright, well, looks like I'm subtracting 3 from both sides. So I have negative 3 is equal to 3x. And then I want to divide by 3. And x is equal to negative 1. So that's my first intercept. We'll use a different color here. We'll use purple or whatever this color is. Oh yeah, we'll use purple. Why not? Alright, whoops. Let's see. There we go. I think I have purple now. There it is. Alright. So my y-intercept, when I want to find that, I keep my y because I need to know what it is, and I put in 0 where the x is. And just like in the first example, 3 times 0, gone. That goes away. So I'm just left with 3. This is that 3 right there that I'm bringing down basically. So I have two answers. I have an x-intercept of negative 1 and a y-intercept of 3. Is this going to work? Oh, there it is. That's how you should write your answer right there. We'll circle it in purple. There's my answer. Okay, we have one more problem we're going to look at. This one has a fraction in it, and that's why we're going to add it in extra. Doing the same thing. Need to find the two intercepts. So we're going to start out with the x-intercept, and if you don't know already, you put 0 in for y to do that. So we have negative 4 over 5 x plus 8, and I start off by subtracting 8, and that gives me negative 8 equals negative 4 over 5 x. Those 8's cancel out, right? Alright, so when you change pen colors here, we'll make this, why don't we make it red? To get rid of this fraction, I notice that 5 is in the denominator, so I'm going to put parentheses around the whole thing, and I'm going to put a 5 right there out in front. This 5 right there tells me to put a 5 right there. And I multiply. 5 times negative 8 gives me negative 40. And 5 times negative 4 over 5, well, when I do that, this 5 and that 5 cancel out. And so I'm left with negative 4x. Fraction is gone. And then I solve by dividing by negative 4. So it looks like x is equal to 10. Alright. Let's kind of cut this off. That's sloppy, but we'll do it for the purpose of this video. Okay, so y-intercept is the last thing we need to find. This will be a little bit easier. Keep y, because we're trying to figure out what it is, the y-intercept. Put in 0 for x. And we get y equals 8 for our y-intercept. Final answer? There we go. We'll circle it. Why not? There's our answer right there. Okay. Alright, so the big thing to remember, we'll write it right on this page. For the x-intercept, y is 0. And for the y-intercept, you make x 0. And that'll help you find your intercepts.